Now then. So we've done a lot of Alexis Mac Allister praise in recent weeks because he's been absolutely outstanding. And I wouldn't like to sit here and say we're not going to do it again, but we literally have to, because we ummed and ahed before going live with some of these shows about not how can we avoid doing it, but is there another option? Unfortunately, there's no other option. We have to speak about Alexis Mac Allister in glowing terms once again, because he was simply majestic once again. Not only does he get the goal, of course, and the goal is something to behold in itself. It's a wonderful, wonderful strike. But his all-round game, like, he wins the ball back, he's a terrier, he's so intelligent, he's always there picking up second balls, and so he's often picking up first balls from clearances and stuff like that. But what a performance. Back into the sixth night, of course, nominally, he played a lot more advanced than that for large parts because of the way we dictated terms and stuff like that. But, John, I mean, this lad right now, I don't know whether this is just him as a footballer, and he's just an incredibly gifted footballer, it kind of feels like that, but in terms of form, there's nobody better out there, I don't think.
I mean, what, 12 months, tears it up at Brighton, sets it on fire, big move, obviously to us, wins the World Cup, I thought he was electric. He's, even before you get into the game itself, obviously, moves from 8 into the 6, makes it look easy, you know what I mean? And not only in terms of like just doing the basics, but like start and play, getting back in terms of like breaking stuff up, getting forward in terms of, to the area and stuff, trying to make goals and pick up second balls. He was our best player first half, I think, as well. I think the commentary sort of mentioned it, at some point during the first half, but he seemed to be the only one for me at a lot of time who had the urgency. He wanted to press, and in a lot of ways, actually, weirdly, given, I guess, the Brighton link, he sort of reminded me of Lallana and sort of Klopp's early teams. He was like the one leading the press, even though he was playing at 6, which was weird. But yeah, what more can you say about him? He's great. He's the complete midfielder. He's great in the tackle. He's brilliant at sort of cutting off their passing lanes and sort of getting the ball back. He's good on the ball. His passing range is sensational. And then obviously he goes and does that.
What I mean? What a hit! Like, honest to God, like, it is unstoppable. It truly is. And you said it there. He's a complete midfielder. He's all action. He offers absolutely everything. In terms of numbers, actually, on tonight, obviously he hits the woodwork as well with that free kick. Little deflection on its way. It might have gone in without deflection, to be honest with you. But in terms of numbers, 77 out of 87 complete passes, 2 key passes in amongst that as well. 4 out of 4 accurate long balls. Obviously, the 1 shot on target, which hit the back of the net, of course. That hit the woodwork, as I mentioned. Wins 4 out of 7 ground duels. Wins 2 out of 3 aerial duels. Like, it's incredible numbers wise. Once again, 4 tackles, 2 interceptions. Like, it is a complete midfield performance. He's just phenomenal. And while Liverpool, may not have been firing all cylinders at all times in recent weeks, we've had loads and loads of key players missing, people occasionally dropping like flies in the round in midfield. He's been a constant and he's made us tick. He's been instrumental to absolutely everything we do, whether it be attacking or defensively. Just sensational. And he's quickly becoming one of the most important players in this team, and he's quickly making himself really, one of the first names on the team sheet. And when it comes to the end of the season, we talk about honours. I noticed today actually got nominated for Player of the Month for March. When it comes to sort of the honours latter end of the season, he's forced himself into the conversation for Liverpool's Player of the Season, Premier League Player of the Season, albeit it's not an actual thing, signing of the season. Like, he's in amongst all of this.
He has to be. I mean, I don't see how he couldn't be, given sort of what he's done, the fee, etc. I mean, people used to talk about him, I think, at Brighton a fair bit, but not like, I guess, to the level, obviously, we appreciate him maybe now. But, it's weird how, like, it's not just that he's been good, obviously, throughout the season, because he has, but like how his roles evolved throughout the season. We sort of, when he first came in, we sort of thought maybe he might be a bit sort of 10-8ish, and then you've seen him drop further back, you've seen him go further forward again. He's just a fantastic player. I mean, for years, I think it's been the only conversation, I guess, around sort of midfield in this country has been about Kevin De Bruyne. And I think, someone said it a few weeks ago, who I was speaking with, said, you've got to put Mac Allister in that at the minute. And I was a bit like, yeah. And then over the last few weeks, you see the performances and you think, well, I don't see how you can't. He's just dominating games from midfield. He's dictating play, he's scoring goals. He's as you sort of said there, sort of the recoveries and the interceptions is all part of his game. It's not as if he he lets other people do his running for him, if you like.
Shirk a thing.
And it's the opposite. He's the one setting stuff up for other people. So he's just a sensational player, and I just think, if he's not in some way in like the team of the season, then something's gone wrong.
No, absolutely, yeah. He sets the tone. He's very much the heartbeat of the Liverpool side right now, and that translates into man the match, because I asked our Discord as ever, and it's been a resounding Alexis Mac Allister whitewash, more or less. Howdius David says, my good sir, it's Macca and no one else. Thank you for your time. John P. Macca, Science Macca, Paul Stockel Macca. Mike says, you really need to ask. Ashley Frith says, Macca and Cole Palmer. Nice. Mr. Prash Macca. It's a lot of different variants of Alexis Mac Allister, all in different ways. Just absolutely phenomenal, like genuinely phenomenal. And again, I don't want to say I don't know where we'd be without him, because that feels like a stretch, because we've got so many wonderful footballers and so many incredible lads that have stepped up to the plate time and time again. But there's definitely a piece of me at the moment, especially when you consider Wataru Endo was missing tonight and stuff like that. And once again, Mac Allister steps up to the plate and delivers in such a big way, performance-wise. There is a little bit of me thinking, God, if it wasn't for the last six weeks of Mac Allister, we would really be struggling. Obviously, he gets the assist at Nottingham Forest. So there's big moments he's stepping up in as well. And obviously, his goal and all-round display tonight are just absolutely remarkable.